Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Nelly and I am an indie author of 7 books now at the end of 2022. And today we're going to be talking about marketing. Okay, so in terms of marketing, we're basically going to go through what I did in 2022. Spoiler alert, not that much. And then what I have planned for 2023. And this obviously isn't going to include anything spontaneous that I come up with in like March or September or whatever, and it's not obviously going to include anything new that pops up that I hadn't heard of, anything like that. So yep, basically the idea behind this is if an author is watching this and maybe they haven't thought of it, which most of the things I have here are pretty universal, but in case they haven't thought of it, they can use it. Or if there's any marketing ideas that I just don't have on my 2023 list that you can give me, thank you. Okay, so for 2022, let's start off with, I feel like the most obvious one, which is social media, more specifically the short form videos for social media. So starting off with this, I started TikTok 2021 September. I think I came into this year with like, I don't know, 65 to 100 followers. I currently have like 3,600. So we've done great. Most of that has come from the one singular viral video I had on like July 15th. So it's been months since I had a viral video, and it was months before that, before I got a viral video. But I've been posting on TikTok. Sometimes I go like 2 to 3 a day. Usually it's like 1, maybe 2 a day. And then once in a while I forget. And then my second TikTok, I don't remember when I made it. I think I made it like very end of August to beginning of September of this year. Because that one's more focused just on the Catcher series. That one I'm not very consistent on posting. But we have like 370 followers or so. So it's better than what it was my main account did last year. So TikTok, Instagram Reels. I don't remember when I actually started posting on Reels. It was early this year, I believe. But again, that one usually is just one a day. And the consistency of that will be like maybe for a week or two I'll actually post, and I'll just forget to post for like another week or two. So it's on and off. Or like I'll post for like 2 days and then forget for 2 days, and then post for a day and then forget for 3 days. So it's on and off, but we have been posting. I've had a few videos get up to maybe like 40 to 50,000 on IG Reels, but first of all, those videos did not convert to sales. I know, because the book it was on got nothing. So like first, those videos, even though there was a high number, didn't convert to sales. And second, it's still not like a viral video. Like not 250,000, 500,000, million. So, and then we have Pinterest. I post idea pins. I've started to get a tiny bit more engagement. Like I had one person comment asking for the book. I had one person like save it, like it kind of like just like little things here and there. I have 2 followers, which means I have 1 follower because one of them is me, one of them is my personal account. But that's slowly growing, you know. Even if I get like a couple of people from there, it's still something. And then I think hopefully I can get it to actually continue. And then YouTube. In November, it was like mid to end of November, so literally like a month ago, I started YouTube Shorts, not on this YouTube account, but on a different YouTube account. It was actually on my business's YouTube account. And it was just gonna be shorts because I wasn't, posting videos or anything. And then after like a week or two, YouTube deleted my account and they said it was for like scam. And I appealed it, obviously. I was like, there's nothing spammy or scammy about this. But they haven't gotten back to me. They haven't reinstated it or anything like that. I, first of all, wanted my account back because I want to do YouTube Shorts. But more importantly, like I just wanted to make sure nothing happened to my business Google account because that's where all my emails and everything go to. But yeah, YouTube Shorts was going for like a week. It wasn't even 2 weeks. I think it was like 6 videos or something. It was like a week. The highest I got there, I think, was like 2,000 views or something, which is pretty good for like just the first week. But yeah, it was deleted. I don't see myself doing it again because I'm not going to get a different account deleted now. So, still kind of on social media. I have this YouTube account where I post actual long form content. If you go back and look at all the videos I posted this year, not including Vlogmas because I've been posting one a day. So at the end of December, it'll be a whole 25 videos for this month. Mixed in, I think it's like 2/3 vlogs, 1/3 sit down videos like this. But not including those. If you go back and look, I've probably had like 10 videos posted or so, maybe like 12. Not much, essentially. So I haven't been crazy consistent, but I have been like, so I go in like consistent streaks. So I was consistent for like 3-4 months or something, and then I was inconsistent for like 6 months, and then we're back on it. So I did do it. It is still getting my name out there, and there is still any video that could, draw attention. Go into my description down below and you can find my books. So it is still marketing. Oh, also, just the last thing to say about social media, I also started kind of posting on Instagram as just what Instagram is there for, not videos. Obviously that one isn't going out to like random people like a reel might. So it's not exactly doing well. It's like we get like maybe a max of 10 likes or something. But I feel like it just feels more honest to Instagram to be posting rather than doing the reels. So yeah, I mean, I posted a little bit of that. That is still part of marketing. It could end up on someone's explore page. So I just figured I should mention that. So the next thing I was gonna make a video on like a long-term video, so like vlog clips of each time. I'm probably still gonna do it. I just don't know when it would be done, how it would go or anything like that. But it's Facebook ads. I bought Mark Dawson's course for this in August, at the very end of August. September, I started taking the Facebook ads section of the course because there's ads on a few different, there's courses on a few different ad things that you could do. So I started the Facebook one, and then I flew out to LA because my nephew was born. And then while I was there for 5 weeks, I didn't touch my work. And then when I came back in November, I finished it. And then on November 11th, I sent in my first ad for review. So on the 12th it started. And today is December 20th. And when I tell you, all together, I've maybe gotten like 3 sales in my book. So I'm sure Facebook ads work. But in terms of 2022, so far, I think we've spent like $100 or so on Facebook ads, maybe less. Actually, I might be dramatizing that. But I spent like a good amount on Facebook ads with like no returns. So the bigger goal is gonna be figuring out what pictures, because I feel like the picture actually gets people's attention, because I get like my Instagram will notify me of likes. Also part of that is I did Facebook ads go onto Facebook and Instagram. You can decide where. So I did it Facebook only, I did it Instagram only, I did where it goes to both. And then I saw Instagram was the only one actually getting traction for it. So I just recently, I had like a 3-week one, kept it just on Instagram. It was getting traction, like it was getting clicks, it was getting people liking it and stuff, but it wasn't getting sales. So I think people like the picture, it's not pushing them to buy it. So yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out that. I also need to join the Facebook group for Mark Dawson's course, because I feel like then I can get help from everybody else in the course. But yeah, that is something I've started. It's definitely not something I have advanced in. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. Next thing I have here is newsletter groups, essentially just BuckFunnel. In BuckFunnel, if you have a certain when you get your membership, on the side there's like group promos and stuff like that you can be in, or newsletter swaps with other authors. Every time I've done this, which I haven't done that often, I've done it like maybe 1 or 2 months, it just, like, I'm not sure how it does for them either. Like, maybe sending it to my newsletter doesn't get them any clicks either, but for me, I think I got like all 1 click in the times that I've done this. I do have another one coming up at the end of this month. It's an author swap with 2 authors, I believe, and then I think I'm in a group promo. I need to go back and check. So we're gonna see how those go. Currently, newsletter swaps or promos, because the promos go into the swaps, not the best, not the most helpful. I think because it's also not getting people to like sign up for my newsletter or anything. Like, nothing is really converting, which again, it may not even be converting from like my newsletter subscribers to them. So like they might be doing the same thing, but I'm saying just as a whole, it's not that beneficial, but we'll see. And then the final thing that I can think of, I actually went through my calendar, because I write everything that I do in my calendar. I went through my calendar and I was like, click, 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 click every single week to see what I did, to make sure I didn't like forget one of the marketing things. And I'm pretty sure this is the last one, is I found this newsletter sign up program thing called Voracious Readers Only, where obviously it's kind of like, I think, BookBub for readers, except like obviously a smaller scale, where like readers sign up and they get their promo for like different things. I don't have BookBub as a reader, so I don't really know if that's exactly what it's like, but I'm assuming. And then they have on Russia's Readers Only, they have this thing for authors where your first time is free and you can basically send your book out. They'll give it to 20 people who like opt in for it. You know, like they give people the chance, and the first 20 people to opt in for it get the book. And basically it's like a giveaway. So essentially I did that not even a week ago, and 20 people got it. I got their emails and everything too. I've since emailed them like, hey, once you read it, if you can put your reviews or ratings, it doesn't have to be a worded review, onto Goodreads and Amazon, that'd be really helpful. I've got responses from 2 people. So one of those, I believe out of 20, has put it on Goodreads. The other one not on Amazon. Basically, my reasoning for doing VRO was, before doing it, I had 7 ratings on Goodreads and I had 3 on Amazon. So I was like, if I can get these up by 20, it'd be amazing. Even by 10, you know, something to like get people excited, or like for people to trust to read it. Because it's, when you see the rating number, you subconsciously are like, oh yeah, more people have read this, so I'll just read it, you know? Oh, I forgot to mention this, but I also, it hasn't happened yet technically, which is why I forgot. I have a free book giveaway for Alluring Darkness at the very end of this month. So it's going to go from 29th to the 2nd of January. So technically it's going into next month. But it's, I'm going to be working with Hello Books, which, again, I don't really know exactly how they, in my head, it's kind of like a very small version of BookBub, where you have a free book, they advertise it, and, you know, you get downloads kind of thing. I'm definitely not expecting like huge numbers, but a few hundred would be ideal. But then obviously I'm also going to be in those 5 days advertising on all my socials and everything that, you know, this book is free. So if you don't have Kindle Unlimited, you now have a free book. So we're going to be doing that. I can't really talk about how it's going to go because I don't know, but that is part of it. Now we're gonna go on to 2023. Okay, so to get the socials out of the way, essentially everything I talked about for the 2022 version is not everything, actually. Most of what I talked about is pretty much gonna continue going. So TikTok, continue posting 2-ish videos a day, 1 to 3 essentially videos a day. Instagram Reels, trying to stay consistently posting 1 reel a day. Pinterest, I didn't mention this. I'm very back and forth on how often I post there. Try again to consistently post 1 video a day. I'm not getting YouTube Shorts back. I don't know, that's the problem, is I don't know what happened to that account. So I don't want to try it on a different account and then that account also get deleted. So at least for now, we're just gonna not touch it. I also plan on doing Instagram like photos and just the actual Instagram feed instead of reels, but I'm not trying to be like really consistent on that. I think just as it flows, as it goes, is when I'll do it. Ideally, actually, I'd like to be consistent in like maybe a once a week type of thing, so it's like consistently getting posts up and possibly ending up on people's explore pages, and I feel like that's how that'll get them, but we'll see. And then obviously for socials, we also have this YouTube channel, which I do want to be consistent in. I have here 1 to 2 times a week, which I actually think is very doable. At least once a week, like that's not asking for a lot. I think it's very doable because 1, I think that's when more people, this channel isn't necessarily to get like a ton of people watching the videos, because it's honestly is for me, like in a year from now, I'm gonna look back on this video to see what marketing things I did, what spontaneous things came up, all of that. So it actually is for me, but at the end of the day, you know, more people end up watching it if I feel like they're more consistently spread out, because these Vlogmas videos have showed me that most of the videos, like 10 is a high number for me for views. So most of the videos don't really get anywhere near that when I'm being like consistently posting every single day. So plus it's not doable for long term. I don't know how daily vloggers did it, anything. It's not sustainable. So 1 to 2 times a week, starting mid-January, because the beginning of January, I'm gonna be off with my family, with my mom and stuff. So starting mid-January. And then, I have here, okay, we're done with the social medias now. So that is the social media plan. It's pretty basic. I feel like it's pretty much what anybody would expect. And then, so we're gonna move on. We have here Fussy Librarian, which is like a newsletter send to readers of like, oh, if they would like this genre, we would send them, oh, this book for that. It's kind of, again, everything I'm saying is kind of like BookBub, because in my head, I don't really know what BookBub's like as a reader, so I just assume they're all kind of like BookBub. But that's basically what it is. It like sends out, you have a free promotion kind of thing. So I went in to book that. I was actually gonna book it for this year. They didn't have spots, but they had January 1st. Which makes me a little nervous, because I'm like, who's gonna be checking their emails like that on the first day of the month? But whatever. It's the second to last day of the free sale, so hopefully that's worth it. And then obviously other newsletter sites as I find them, as I think they might be helpful or not. I actually have been in Fantasy Romance February. I think that's Feb is like what they're called on like Instagram and stuff. I have been in one of their newsletters in November? I think it was October. I have been in one of their newsletters. I have signed up to be in more. I actually don't know if that one was helpful. I don't really know if it was helpful. Maybe you got like 1 or 2, which is still pretty good. So we are gonna try. I think in terms of something like newsletters, as long as it's free, because the Feb one, free. So as long as it's free, we can be in as many as we want, because that's still exposure. That's still possibly getting people to come back to us, because they might see an ad that I do on Facebook or on Instagram. They might see that on their newsletter. They might see a reel or a TikTok, and like you see it 7 times is usually when you end up wanting to get it. So we'll see. And then I have Hello Books here too, because technically it goes in 2023. Who knows? If it does well, I might end up actually using it again later 2023. So that's still there. Again, another newsletter kind of thing. to go along with what I was just talking about like newsletter, any type of exposure is good exposure. Newsletter swaps is, we're gonna see how this next one I have coming up goes, and then again, they're free, so it doesn't really hurt me or anything, so we'll see. And then we have ads. We have Facebook ads, which is Facebook or Instagram, and for me it's pretty much just Instagram. Although once I start doing ads for the Catcher series, because right now I'm just doing it for the Whittle Magic series, because Whittle Magic is done, so if I get a sale I can get it right through. Catchers only has novel 1 and novella 1 out. It's not worth it. So once eventually I start doing Catcher series, I'll definitely try it on Facebook and Instagram. Although once I change the entire ad for the Whittle Magic, I'll probably try that on Facebook as well. But essentially Facebook ads as a whole, so like Facebook or Instagram, we're just gonna try to get better at it. You know, we're strategic marketing. And then Amazon ads. The Mark Dawson course also has an Amazon ads section. I haven't taken that course yet, so we're gonna first take that course, January 2023. We're gonna take that course and then start on Amazon ads. Again, I do all of my ads at a very low cost daily because we need to see if these are even working before I start putting money into them. But yeah, Amazon and Facebook ads, we're gonna try to get good at these. And the next one I have here is to build an ARC team / a street team, which an ARC team is kind of what it sounds like. It's a team of people that every time I have a book come out, I give them an ARC, they read it, Goodreads review, wait until Amazon because Amazon you can't put up ratings or reviews until it's released. So wait until it's released on Amazon, go start putting those in as well, and then anywhere else they would like to endorse the product. So like their Instagram, their TikTok, their blog, their YouTube, anything like that. So that's what an ARC team is. And that I have here in parentheses for Nellie Alekian and Anna Alekian. So Nellie Alekian is my fantasy books, so Whittle Magic and Catchers go under a Nellie Alekian. Anna Alekian is my contemporary romance. So currently it's just Buttercup Baby that's under there. Promise of a Lifetime, which comes out next year, is going to be under there as well. So I have those separated just because not all contemporary romance readers read fantasy romance. I think most fantasy romance readers read contemporary, but like in case they don't want to be part of both, separate groups. And then, you know, the people who would like to be part of both, I could just have their name under both groups. Currently, I do not have an ARC team. I do have my first, again, we're kind of late. We're like slowly learning things as we go. I've set up my first ARC Google form to get like interest form basically in. Last I checked, we didn't have, although I checked like 2 days after I posted it, we didn't have any interest, and I haven't been on marketing that like it's out, so I actually do have to do that. But we are gonna slowly, with every single book that I have coming out, and I have 6 planned for next year, try to build the ARC team. I think I'd like to get it to 100 people on both. So like if they can have the same people on both, or they can have different people on both, but like on Nellie Alekian and Alekian, I would like to get 100 ARC readers. And then the street team is essentially the same thing. It's people who, every time you have something, they are the ones that scream it out to the world for you. So if you have like a cover reveal, you would give it to your street team, and then you tell them Wednesday we're doing the cover reveal. So now they have everything they need. So on Wednesday, you're posting like your cover reveal, and they're all posting your cover reveal. So it's getting out to way more people. It's things like that. So I would like to build my street team. Again, 100 would be nice. I don't really do cover reveals. Although I might actually do it for some later book. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, probably like 100 people, which it sounds crazy to say 100 people when you don't have like a ton of sales, because you're like, oh, that's I'm pretty much giving it for free to everyone. But I think strategically it's just better, because those 100 people, now you're getting all of their audiences. So that's the goal. And there's that saying where all you need are 1,000 loyal fans and you're pretty much set. So we're gonna, with those 100 people, we're gonna get to 1,000 loyal fans. And who knows, I could always go up to like 150. We'll see. Oh, also, in terms of this, I'm talking a lot about this ARC section. I do also plan on doing like more selective to be on the team. So like for ICE, when it comes out, the goal is to have 25 ARC readers. We'll see how many interest forms we get, how many people can be it. So when it goes out, I'm gonna actually be able to see, did you post your ratings and reviews? If you didn't, then you're gonna be off the ARC team. You know, well, first I'm gonna ask, do you want to be on the ARC team? Because maybe you just wanted to do it that one time. But if you do, and I see you haven't posted, you're not gonna be on the ARC team. So it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be every single person who's been an ARC reader is gonna be on my ARC team. It's gonna be like an actual, do you want to be part of it? Are you actually doing what you're supposed to be doing for it? Kind of thing. Yeah. And then the final part I have here is possibility / if I'm selected. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I would put this part of the marketing, but I have to be selected for them. So it's not like I don't necessarily have a choice. So one is Buttercup. I've applied 3 times now for Alluring Darkness, which is book 1 in the Widow Magic series. Obviously been rejected every single time, which it also doesn't surprise me because if you're on KU, it's harder to get selected for book club because, you know, they prefer white authors because not all of their readers are on KU or not all of their readers are on Amazon. So not surprising that I keep getting rejected. I was gonna reapply like the first week of January, but Amazon has this thing that if you're setting your book for free, you can only do 5 full days in every 90-day period. And my 90-day period will end in like February. So those Hello Book free 5-day thing that I'm doing is gonna take that up. So I can't do it this next time. So normally I would did it every 7 weeks I would apply. So this time it's gonna be like 14 weeks. So we're skipping this one. But essentially every 7 weeks for Widow Magic I apply. Eventually we'll get it. Catcher series, I think I'm gonna start applying January-ish, like end of January. So it's closer to ICE's release. And again, if we don't get it, we don't get it. It's not that big of a deal. But Buttercup, if we get it, that's part of this 2023 marketing. And then on Amazon, there's Prime and there's Kindle Deal. So Kindle Deal, I believe is a 1-day thing. It's either a 1 day or like a 1 week thing where your $3.99, $4.99 ebook goes down to 99 cents, and that is your deal. And you know, try to get traction for it, try to get more people getting it. So it's close to like the free book things that I'm doing, except you're getting a tiny profit. You'll get 33 cents off of every single sale. And that's for Alluring Darkness. I have that one again, you apply and you have 9 days to get accepted. If you don't get accepted, you just reapply. So I have until February 18th, I believe, to see if I get selected or not. If not, then February 18th, February 19th, I'll reapply. So we have that, and then I have Prime, which is the same process. Like if you don't get selected by February 18th, I'll reapply. But that one is kind of more like KU. You have to be in KU to be in Prime. That one's more like KU in terms of like when people read it, they read it for free. Like if they have Prime, they read it. They don't need Kindle Unlimited. They just have to have Prime. But you don't get paid for those. Where you get paid for Kindle Unlimited, you don't get paid for your Prime. I think they might give you like a 1 chunk payment for having your book there, but like you don't get paid per book read, which I'm okay with allowing Alluring Darkness to go out for free for all of these things that you see me trying, because there's 3 books behind that. So if we get read through, we at least get paid for all 3 of those other books. So again, that one is more of like a, if I'm selected, if not, I'll reapply. If I'm selected, if not, I'll reapply. So we'll see. So that was what I currently have planned for my 2023 marketing. I'm positive there's gonna be things that just pop up. Sometimes things pop up and like that day I'll just do it. Like VRO, I had never heard of before, but literally the day I saw it, I was like, oh, let me just apply. So for sure things are gonna pop up. We are manifesting that we will get a viral video often. At least once a month would be nice. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.